Alright, welcome to a new video. This is a 15-minute game and got a very strong opponent here. Impitoyable, I think he's an international master. Doesn't show up here and he's very high rated. Close to 2500 here. So I'm allowing the Nimzo here. Play e3. Alright, he's going for b6. I think white has a number of options here. I can develop normally. I play knight ge2, knight f3, bishop d3, and also there's a move f3. I like the idea of f3, trying to play for e4. Okay, c5. So, okay, I want to establish the center here. This is kind of a Benoni pawn structure, or this most likely will arise if he takes on d5 and I recapture. This is interesting. So it kind of loses a tempo, but if I play e4 I would transpose to the 4 f3 variation. I might show this after the game, how this transposes. So e4 now, right? Yeah, so interesting. I was never aware that this possibility existed. Knight d5 is now the move, if I remember correctly. Knight d5, e takes d5, he's got queen h4 check, yeah, so after knight takes d5 I can recapture over here. I must take here. E d5, queen h4 would be very nice for black. So this is an interesting variation. Black has got 2 bishops and quite some activity here. Bishop on a6, but I've got some structural advantages here with the square on d5, d6 and so on. Question is, what should I play now? Bishop e3 looks like a normal move, but I need to be aware of some stuff here. He might take on e2 or c3, leading to tactical problems. So I cannot castle, for instance. He can just take on c3. So maybe this move here. If he takes on e2 now, I recapture with the king. I can always put the king on f2, for instance, where it's okay. I don't need to castle necessarily. I actually could have castled. Could have played king f2. Interesting. If he takes on c3 now, maybe I can even recapture with the knight. Okay, so okay, so maybe he threatens bishop takes c3 now, and queen b2, stuff like that. I really want to move the king here, get the king out of danger. If I castle, he takes on c3. If I recapture with the knight and then bishop f1, is this really playable? And most likely it is. I was thinking about c5 hanging after his taking on c3. I could also, yeah, well, castle long looks very, very dangerous for me. There's also king f2, of course. Yeah, maybe just king f2. But bishop c3, yeah, it's a problem. Not quite sure what I should do here. Yeah, this is a kind of tricky line. Don't think it is really so great for black, but he's got lots of activity going for him, and I don't know exactly how I should continue. Maybe rook d1, that I have rook d2 at some point. Let's say rook d1. Difficult. Okay, I need to play a move at some point here. The idea of this is that I have maybe rook d2, which would improve my position somewhat. Of course, I'm also threatening on d7, yeah. Okay, so he castled. We go rook d2 now. Or should I finally move the king f2? Rook d2 would prepare king f2 very nicely. Okay. It sort of looks a bit shaky, this position. It's not too convenient to play with without any specific knowledge here. I think maybe I should have played king f2 a lot earlier. Maybe even bishop e3 wasn't so great. I'm not sure. I don't see anything concrete here. I just don't like this being tied up here in against those bishops on a6 and b4. Alright, slow move. Compared to, okay, but this might prepare knight e5, of course. d6 is hanging, but okay, rook d8. This kind of stuff looks problematic, to say the least. So let's check again. I could actually castle now. Yeah, maybe I should. If he takes on c3, I could recapture with the pawn. On e2, I can recapture with the rook, so I can actually castle. Knight e5 might be an idea for black. Knight e5 or knight e5. Maybe I can take d6. Okay, so I cannot play this. I mean, black. Okay. So I thought I could take on d6. Why is this not possible? Okay, he's got rooks. He got knight c4 immediately. I see. So I cannot take. Interesting. Knight c4, queen b6, ab, rook. This is problematic. Yeah, this knight c4 is quite annoying. So I need to get out of this fork here. Knight c4. So just bishop here, yeah. Okay, but I need to watch out also for stuff like bishop b7, but I have b3, okay. Yeah. This whole position looks tricky. Bishop c4 I can take on d6. Yeah, it looks like I'm somehow maybe losing materially or so. This whole setup looks a bit shaky. Alright, still I'm threatening d6 now. So knight c4 would be a normal move, then rook c2. Yeah, this is the kind of position where I need to somehow contain black's activity, and if this is if I can do that, I'm very good. Yeah, but it's not so easy. So queen b3 now. Yeah, looks normal. He's threatening bishop c4. Yeah, trapping the queen. So I maybe need to move it to a4. Yeah, a4 d1, and also now knight d5 is on the agenda here. It can easily happen that black's pieces are somewhat, well, they look good, but I have a huge hole here on d5 that I can make use of with the knights, and I have no bad minor piece. So if he doesn't get anything immediately, then I'm okay here, or even better. Knight d5 is quite a threat now. Don't see anything great for black at the moment. Bishop c4, I can go to a4 or even d1. Not quite sure what I like more. Yeah, queen d1 is not bad, but I might want to play rook d1 later, so queen a4 is maybe better. If he takes on c3 now, I can also just recapture with the queen, so this doesn't really help. I mean, I cannot recapture with the knight because f1 is hanging, so difficult to tell what black should play now. He really needs to be cautious. It can easily happen that he's got a very bad position quite suddenly. I'm not quite sure what he should do. Maybe bishop c4 and then take on c3, so that I actually am forced more or less to recapture with a pawn. But maybe queen c2, yeah? Bishop c4, queen c2. This is maybe good. So that on bishop c3 I could recapture with the queen. Okay, can grab a2, yeah. This might be an interesting line though. Bishop c4, queen c2, bishop c3, queen c3, bishop a2, and then b4. b4. Okay. Something else entirely. So what happens now? Okay, knight d5. Could go knight d5, of course. else is this move doing? Knight d5, queen a5, yeah. Not sure that this helps so much. I want to really get the rook out of this pin. This is a really annoying pin. A move like knight f4 also would be nice. So maybe rook d1. I'm not sure. Knight d5, queen a5. What's my continuation there? Not sure I want to take the bishop. I can do that, but it's not great. Okay, let's get the rook on d1. Knight c4. I can just play rook c2, I think. And it's not doing so much, I hope. Knight d5 is still an option, and of course d6 now is also just hanging at the moment. Yeah, quite a difficult position. So should I get the queen to a less problematic spot here? Queen c2 maybe. Queen c2. Okay, could also now consider knight f4, of course. Get the other knight to d5. Okay, come on, I need to speed up here. Yeah, maybe this queen c2 was also worth checking out. Complicated position. Yeah, so knight d5. So on bishop c3 I could recapture with the queen. Yeah, what about knight c4 now? Okay, I can just go rook c2. It shouldn't be bad. Oh, knight c4, rook c2, bishop a3. This is a problem. Maybe. Okay, on knight c4 I can also think about knight e7 to c6, of course. Knight e7 to c6. Knight e7, c6, and then he takes on d2, yeah. Yeah, this might be a problem. So rook c2 after all, bishop a3. Bishop a3, what an annoying move. Can I go? Queen a4. Yeah, come on, I need to move. I think knight e7, c6 didn't work. What about knight e7, c6 after bishop a3? Maybe. Bishop a3, knight e7 check, knight c6, rook b3, knight takes a5. All kinds of stuff is hanging. Maybe this is possible. Knight e7, c6, rook b3, knight a5, rook rook b2. Okay, just moved the king. Cool. Very, very cool move. So I need to get the queen out of there. This makes me so nervous here. Maybe queen a4, yeah. Queen a4. Queen a4, knight a4 should be fine, really. Bishop c3, knight c3. Yeah, that's it. I think it's not losing material. Hope I'm calculating this correctly. So bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes b2, queen takes a5. Okay. If he takes on a4, I can just recapture, and rook and knight protect b2. This should be okay for me. He's still got those weaknesses here. And if he, I don't know, moves the queen somewhere, I have knight d5 or b3, knight d5. So, no problem really, I hope. Yeah, he's catching up time-wise, which is a good sign. Okay, so now I'm okay here. Yeah, putting some pressure on d6. Yeah, okay, one idea is of course bring the knight back here, knight c3 and so on. Okay, but I also have those ideas of maybe sacrificing at some point on c5, knight c5 here, d takes c, bishop takes, king e8. Yeah, it's not quite enough, I think. So let's drop back here. So Yeah, knight d5 doesn't really lead to something. So maybe just here. Yeah, so let's improve position further. I'm not quite sure how to continue here. Yeah, I also need to play quite quickly. All right, so need to speed up here and do less do less commentary. Otherwise, I will just lose this on time. Yeah, one idea could be knight to e3 here, trying to play knight f5, but e4 is a weakness, so yeah, I'm certainly a bit worse here, and not quite sure how I should improve here. Okay, maybe it's easier to play if I just get rid of this piece. Now trying to get play on the f-file. Okay, so we exchange this. Black looks a bit more comfortable at first sight, but I'm not so sure. I also have this idea maybe getting a passed pawn myself here with g4. This was a really stupid move. Rook a3, heavens. It's close to Zugzwang here. What an idiotic move. Whoops. Terrible. Don't think I have any big problems otherwise. It's somewhat more comfortable for black, but Rook a3. Yeah, I can resign here. It's always a bit frustrating. I mean, after 40 or 50, well, not great moves, but okay moves, to bring such a lemon to the board.
Check. Check.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
Yeah. What was this? Yeah, but yeah, Rook a3 just must be insane. Yeah. This move is just. Ooh. I mean, okay, well, black is more active here, but Rook a3 is just just absolutely the worst. I mean, maybe it is still playable in a way, but it's terrible move. Yeah, I just need to well, stay put here, like king d3 or anything. Just keeping the position. And after this, I'm close to a Zugzwang here. I mean, I cannot move the knight because e4 is gone. I cannot move the rook. It has no square. So yeah, no, I cannot move. So rook a3 just terrible. I mean, let's try quickly what happens if I don't do this. So let's say I play a move like this here.
Check.
Check here. I'm not sure what should black do. Something like this. Yeah, then I might even have some direct play here. So no idea. I can of course return and draw. So here, okay, could try this, yeah, maybe. But black's not really threatening anything here. Can maybe just stay put here, prevent h4. Yeah, I have quite good drawing chances here. Let's say he exchanges. I mean, the pawns are quite reduced already, so black is more comfortable, but I should be able to draw this really. Yeah, but rook a3 was just too bad to not lose the game. Very interesting kind of position that we got here, around here. And I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure that at some point I had a pretty decent position. This kind of like good to me. Maybe I should have gone queen c2 earlier. Yeah, this position now, I mean, here I'm actually better, but I misplayed this really. Maybe move like f4 here, I'm not sure. f4, yeah, of course. f4, e5, because I'm playing for e5. Yeah, f4. I need to play f4. Yeah, I sort of wanted to do that, but I thought I can improve more. And then I wanted to play f4, but this he of course prevented now. Yeah, I can play this much better than I did here. Okay, I wasn't time pressure. h4, I think also f4 was kind of a bit of a panic move. I can play h4 here, it's also better. Or if I want to take on e5, I can do it now. And then maybe h4. Yeah, but it's over in terms of white playing for an advantage. If I play f4 here, I'm better. Just better. Yeah, okay, I think it was an interesting game, despite being a loss here. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It was quite a tough fight against a strong opponent. Yeah, thanks, and talk to you soon in a new video.